Hello guys, welcome back to this segment, and I want to say a big thank you for joining back to watch the video. As you do know, I have some interesting stories regarding Nigerian Super Eagles and everything in between. So there's been some really interesting stories that have emanated right now. I have some stories about NFF and Super Eagles regarding the sharing of the AFCON profits. Again, I have a story regarding Victor Osimhen. Of course, in the last video, I talked about the possibility that Napoli might actually be considering sending Osimhen on loan plus cash collection, to Chelsea, and then on the other end, they collect Lukaku as part of the deal. And I don't know if I said it in the video or I said it, in the community tab on Facebook, but I should have said it in one of these platforms. But the gist right now is that while that circulated all through yesterday that that Chelsea and Napoli have an understanding that they could potentially be sending Osimhen out on loan to Chelsea and then collect Lukaku and then some money balance. Right now, Osimhen's agent has come out to debunk all of these claims, that have been going viral. And Osimhen's agent, of course, Roberto Calendra is his name, and he has now said that these claims are all fake news, that they are in fact, coming out from the pit of hell, that nothing like that has happened, that they don't have any intention whatsoever to actually send Osimhen out on loan, that it's not a deal that he himself wants, it's not the deal that Osimhen wants, it's not the deal that Napoli wants. They want cash, good cash, good amount of money to actually allow Osimhen to leave. So this is what this man has said. I'm going to read the statement for you so you get to see the anger or the disappointment in his words when he actually refuted these claims that have been going on. So Roberto Calendra made this known via his Twitter page. So on his Twitter, he said, "I've read about unfounded imaginary threats involving Victor Osimhen shipped around like a package ready for delivery. But remember that this package is the top scorer of the third Scudetto in Naples history. Respect and no more fake news." So this man has obviously cleared the air right now that there's no such thing as loan deal between Chelsea and Napoli, that will see Osimhen head over to Chelsea while Lukaku goes the other direction, that it's going to be an outright buy. That's the deal. That's what's going to happen. But again, he just said it blatantly like that. For some of us, or for some of the viewers of this community that might not really understand what this means, I actually checked out Fabrizio Romano and where he was giving explanation regarding this situation. And Fabrizio Romanov, of course, you know him as a transfer specialist. He knows what's going to happen before it actually happens. And he has given some clarification regarding what this actually means and why Napoli will not be willing to let Osimhen go out on loan to Chelsea. And Fabrizio has said that, the reason why Roberto Calendra has actually gone to Twitter to rebuff these rumors is that they are trying to protect their interests. According to Fabrizio Romano, the reason why this low move won't exactly work out is because Osimhen is currently on a very huge salary at Napoli, and this, if there were to be a low move between Chelsea and Napoli, what this means is that Napoli might have to fund some of this salary while Osimhen is playing on loan at Chelsea. And this is something that Napoli are not willing to do. They are not willing to pay Osimhen's salary when he's playing for Chelsea on loan. So that is, one of the reasons why loan move is not going to be acceptable by any party, not Osimhen, not his agent, not Napoli. Again, the second reason is the fact that Fabrizio has said that Osimhen's salary is very important for him. Osimhen is receiving close to 10 million euros a year at Napoli, which makes him the highest paid player in Napoli currently, and one of the highest ever in Napoli's history. And Osimhen actually moving to Chelsea now on loan would demand that he would reduce his salary. He would cut down his salary because it's a loan move to enable, the deal to go smoothly. It seems like this is the norm for loan moves, whereby players that collect high salary, if they want to go on loan, they'll usually just slash their salary just to allow the deal to work. Osimhen will not be willing to reduce his salary, will not be willing to reduce even a dime from his salary. Instead, he wants, a better offer that actually sees him receive an increased salary. Just like we saw PSG wanted to give him an extra 4 million euros a year if he had signed that PSG contract. Of course, you know that he already agreed like 2 weeks ago, personal terms with PSG, that was going to see him earn extra 4 million euros on top of what he was receiving at Napoli. But this Chelsea deal, going to Chelsea on loan, is going to make Osimhen receive less money. And this is not what Osimhen wants. It's not what his agent wants, which is why the man came out on Twitter and blasted everyone for spreading fake news that Osimhen was going out on loan. But we'll see what happens. Fabrizio Romano is still confirming that negotiation between Chelsea and Napoli is not close to making any headways at the moment. That it's actually just starting, and that it's going to take a really long time before he or anyone knows what they even want, whether the deal is going to work or not. But that's what's currently happening right now. No loan deal for Osimhen because Napoli has now rejected it. Again, Osimhen's deal continues to prove very difficult, even as Napoli are insistent that they want to sell him. But we'll see what happens in the next coming days before the season begins. But away from that gist, guys, let me let you know that Nigerian Football Federation appear to have had an understanding with the Super Eagles regarding the splitting of the AFCON prize money that we actually merited from the previous AFCON in Ivory Coast for taking the second place in the competition. Of course, if you follow this channel, you know that several weeks ago I talked about the fact that Super Eagles and NFF were in disagreements regarding how much NFF are going to pay Nigerian Super Eagles and its management out of the money that they won in AFCON for, partaking. Of course, there is money in different stages that you reach, and for us that took second place, we actually won $4 million. And the winners, Ivory Coast, they won $7 million. So the $4 million had obviously been paid into NFF's account more than a month ago. And it's just been there cooling off. And these two parties, that's the NFF and the Super Eagles, they were having some sort of misunderstanding regarding how they are going to split this money. NFF were pleading with Super Eagles to collect $1 million, which is 25% of the entire money. And Super Eagles and the management are saying no, that they cannot collect 25%, and what they want is 30%. And it was in fact, the same percentage that they actually collected back in, I think in 2019 that we won the third place. The splitting was 30%. So that got a little bit rowdy and confused, and nobody, they seemed to, at that point, didn't reach an agreement. But right now, the report is that they've actually reached an agreement, and NFF have decided that, okay, we're going to pay you 30% of this money. So right now, NFF has now forwarded $1.2 million to the Central Bank of Nigeria. So, the report is that the central bank is currently processing this money, and very soon it's going to disburse it to Nigerian Super Eagles, the team and the management, for them to share it among themselves. That's the update, guys. Leave your reaction for any of the story that you feel concerned about. Don't forget to follow the page on Facebook and on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. More stories coming up later. Of course, today is also the day that Nigerian Super Falcons play their match. But we'll see what happens. Any update that I need to let you know, I'll let you know. But for now, have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves and stay tuned for more updates.